little bit. And we're here to make sure that it blues up a little bit more in about 30 more days. They tell me that I'm the MC. I guess that's one of the rewards that I get for being Commissioner-Elect. The first person I want to introduce to y'all really doesn't need an introduction. Because if you were a Democrat in Fort Bend and you lived back kind of in the lean years, which was about 4 or 5 years ago, this guy was the only Democrat that you really knew and that you saw around a lot. He's kind of the godfather of the Democrats. And if you are running in Fort Bend County, you better go talk to this guy and find out what you need to do to win. And with no further ado, let me introduce Constable Ruben Davis.
It's good to be a Democrat in Fort Bend County, and I know about the lean years. It was a lot of delaying in the lean years. You go to different functions, and speaking of delaying, they're back. Oh, we got 2 Democrats way in the back. It would be me or the state rep, and that's it. You know, we were like outnumbered 98-1. But my God, what a difference a few years made. And I want to just thank you, Richard, for being elected. I know. You know, it's hard on the family, but hey, we need you. And we have other people here that are just great Democrats. You introduced in a minute, especially my congressman. But I'm here to support Chris Bell. Chris Bell is the right person for this job, and we need him. And we have a lot of work to do. God has been good to his family, is supportive of his wife is really the one that's behind him. But she's a great woman, he has a great family. I want to encourage everybody to get out, vote early. We can do it, and Miss Bishop, I just realized my chair is here. Thank you so much for leading the push with the Democrats, because without you, none of us would be here. We have a lot of work to do. I was with Chris in Port Arthur day before yesterday, and I know Chris like gumbo, Miss Bishop, so I'm dropping it in.
Miss Bishop doesn't cook.
Well, I'm dropping it on the gumbo because
Great makes gumbo.
2 bowls. His wife said he was really on the recipe.
It was really good.
We don't do that, but thank you so much, and I'm here, and let's help turn Fort Bend County blue. Thank you.
Before I recognize our Democratic Congressman, I want to say that I am living testament, y'all, that block walking works. That's why I'm here. I knocked on 4,000 doors 3 different times, and I had people that, because I was their neighbor, and by the 3rd time I knocked on their door, they said, "Now what do you want now?" And I said, "Well, I'm just reminding you to vote. Well, I told you 2 months ago I was going to vote for you. I don't have to tell you again." So to go out and find yourself a precinct, it doesn't have to be your home precinct, but just go out in the next 3 weeks and knock on the doors in the precinct and ask them to go vote for Chris. It will work. It is the only thing that's going to work. And if we do that, this man will be our next state senator. And I need some more help here in Fort Bend County. We all do. We all need to have someone up there who's going to fight for better education for our children, lower college tuition. We need somebody who's going to make sure that this deregulation of our electricity ends and that we can get lower electricity rates, lower homeowner insurance rates. Everything that we pay, every bill that we pay has gone up 100% in the last 10 years. And we need to send somebody up to Austin that understands that and that's going to do something about it. Now, when I want to tell Congressman Green that I have stolen his lines. I have people asking me, they say, "Morrison, you're telling me about balancing the budget, and you're telling me that you want to stop the toll road, and you're telling me you're against the Trans-Texas Corridor. What makes you a Democrat?" And now I can confidently tell them I am a Democrat, because when I stand before St. Peter, when my time on earth is done, he's not going to ask me how many tax breaks I have given to millionaires or what kind of favors I have done for corporations. He's going to ask me what I have done for the least, the last, and the lost. And when I'm a Democrat, my list is going to be long when I can answer that question. So I'd like to
very brief because I'm anxious to hear from Chris, as is the case with all of you. I came today because the Texas delegation in the United States Congress is behind Chris. And I have some evidence of the fact that we're behind him today. I have with me a small expression of our appreciation, with more expressions to come. There is a $5,000 check here from pass it to Chris. This guy's recording this. I don't want him to...
Come on in, John.
Come on. All right. This is from Gene Green, $5,000. We have a $1,000 check from a mutual friend of ours, Chris, Najad Ferris.
Right. Yeah.
$1,000 from him. We have a $5,000 check from a little-known congressman by the name of Al Green. Hey. Salute when you're handing out money.
Make a habit of it.
Yeah. Making it a serious habit. But the other members of the delegation have pledged to be supportive of Chris. We are all trying to either contribute from our campaigns or raise at least $5,000 and then an additional $5,000. My understanding is that Congresswoman Jackson Lee has made a contribution. Chet Edwards has already sent a check for $5,000 and has pledged to raise an additional $5,000, is my understanding. We are absolutely behind you, Chris. This is our opportunity to do something for the least, the last, and the lost. Because when Chris goes to Austin, Texas, he already has an agenda that includes many persons who are left out, blocked out, overlooked. He will bring them in. I'm honored to be associated with this campaign, and I beg that each one of us get out into the community and do what we can. This will not be won over the airwaves. It will not be won with signs. All of these things are good, but we are going to have to get people back to the polls, and that requires hand-to-hand association with them. I beg that you be a part of this hand-to-hand combat that we have to institute. Thank you very much.